You fire 6 shots or only 5? Well, to tell you the truth, in all this excitement, I've kind of lost track myself. But Ian, this is a 44 Magnum, the most powerful handgun in the world, and would blow your head clean off. You've got to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you?
Shut the fuck up, okay? Shut the fuck up!
Welcome to the Raw Uncensored Show. This is my 4th show for today, man. So we're grinding. I got a special guest, PG County person. How you doing today, Genius Jones, man?
Doing pretty good, man. Thanks for having me on. And you know, it's always a pleasure to come out here, be able to be on platforms, and for people who create, to talk to people that also do that art and that's familiar with the grind and how all this stuff goes. You got a different appreciation when you do it every day. You know, for people that's doing it.
It's definitely a grind, man. So who is Genius Jones, man? Who is Genius Jones?
So, in a lot of ways, a lot of different titles. I'm a dad. I'm a coach. I'm a mentor. I'm a comedian. I'm a content creator. I'm an actor. I'm a writer. So, so many different hats, man. Depending on who you're talking to, different hat for different person, a different group of people. So, I do a little bit of everything. I try not to be a jack of all trades and master of none, but somewhere in there, I got a little bit of. One of those things is a little bit better than the others, but I try to keep them balanced as much as possible, wearing different hats. But we on here to talk about comedy. So comedy, comedian, content creator, and writer is at the forefront right now.
So how did you start your journey, man? Was you always a funny guy, or you just picked it up, said, "Damn, fuck it, I want to just pick up comedy"? How did you get into the comedy forefront like that?
Okay, I mean, I believe I always had that funny being within inside of me. I didn't gain my voice until probably a little later. Probably around early 20s is when I gained my voice. I kind of always sidestep comedy because, like, making people laugh, bro, it ain't a job that a lot of people chooses. That a lot of people choose. So they say what public speaking and standing up comedy is like up there with the top just fears and anxieties of the world. So making people laugh, I never wanted to have the responsibility of doing it. So I sidestepped it for a long time, and I started motivational speaking and like making up, because I'm good with words. I started making up, acronyms, motivational speaking, excellent, whatever it was. And then I started doing that. That came like easy. You don't have to worry about anybody's applause or anything like that. And once I got tired of that, I'm like, man, I probably need to go ahead and try the hard thing and do comedy. So stepped out on that, doing comedy. Been content creating for probably about 9-10 years. But I did stand-up comedy. I've been doing it. My 3rd year anniversary is coming up in December. So I've been doing stand-up almost 3 years.
Well, that's definitely a grind right there, man.
Yes, man, definitely.
You know what I mean? This overall, man, it's definitely anxiety thing when you get up there for the first time. And
man,
I thought I was gonna throw up, man. It's nothing like that, man. It's nothing like to be nervous like that, man. Man, it's just gonna make somebody laugh. What I find funny cannot make somebody laugh. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And ever since I did it, I only been 7 months in. You got a lot of time over me.
Okay.
But everybody, I feel like, man, everybody does the dozens, right? Everybody talk a little trash. You got cousins, you're gonna talk some trash.
Yep.
You're gonna talk about your uncle burning up the hot dogs every barbecue and make a joke out of it.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's normal for just people of color to make something fun, make some funny out of anything. You know what I mean?
For sure.
I don't care if somebody at the funeral. Dang, you see how Gladys singing bad at the grandma's funeral? You got everything to make the sound funny just to make it.
Yep. Everything is a joke. Everything's a joke. Possibility. Yep. The world is too serious.
So man, so you've been doing it 3 years, man. What's been your highlight of your 3-year career right now?
Quite recently, I've won I won a couple $100 at 2 comedy competitions. I was able to win 2 comedy competitions. If you're a comedian, you've been doing it for a little while. We don't really like comedy competitions too much because some of it's biased and some of it. Yep.
It's a bringer, man. It's
Yep.
like a strip club. You gotta bring people in there.
Yeah, bring people in there. So it's that one of the highlights has been that, and then another one has just been like constantly being able to do it and feel free about it. Like they say, you know, on your worst days you feel like you want to kill yourself. On your best days you feel like you're going to Hollywood. It's like it's a rush. Like it's some days you feel like you might get off the stage and you feel like, why did I even start doing this? And then there's some days you like, man, they're gonna call me tomorrow. I'm gonna blow up. Like it's just a great night can turn. It can be up or down. This depends. You never know what you're gonna get on that night. You know what I'm saying? Some nights you hit them and they rolling. You on the stage for 5 minutes. You feel like you can go 25 more. And some nights you get on there, you be up there for 2 minutes. You're like, oh man, you got 15 to go.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, oh, this is gonna be the longest ever. So I think it's, you know, that highlighting my career has been able to like continue to do it. And like I feel like you still as nervous as you did when you started, but I feel like you get into the groove a little quicker when you know what to expect. You know how the mic does. You know what the light means. You know about the rotation. You just kind of get more acclimated to it quicker. So that's what I've been enjoying for real, man, and seeing how long I can do it before I go crazy. You know what I'm saying?
So I say this, man. My kids are my ghostwriters.
Okay.
So how much content from you being a father gets into your material, man? Because kids just do stuff not knowing that it's funny, right?
Yep. Pretty much all of it. Pretty much all of it.
All of it? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, you know, they're like, I've been a father since I was 20, so they pretty much my life. Like, you know, it wasn't strip clubs and long nights and bars. It was diapers and milk and Walmart runs. That's all I really, you know what I'm saying? I'm accustomed to that. That's pretty much what it's been. I'm not heavy raunchy, but most of my stuff is like family oriented, like, you know, based on me being a dad, me being a, you know, husband, a coach, or whatever it is. Like all of that is like, it's so much meat there. You don't have to think about it. It's coming at you every day. Every day you can get something.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And I believe that because my son calls me bald all the time, right? He never believes, you know what I mean? He never believed I had hair, so he's always coming from my baldness.
Yeah.
So and my daughter, you know what I mean? She's really bossy. So I got like a lot of meat right there. And,
Yep.
So like I feel like the kid thing is always there's people with a lot of kids. It's people with kids you know what I mean? So it's relatable. Marriage is relatable because I feel like that's like being an intern. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of meat there, like you said, man. And and I feel like it's comedy. This overall is a lot of space for everybody to eat. And that's what the beautiful thing about it. It's not, hey, I gotta be the only family man type of comic. It's me. It's money out everywhere for everybody. Everybody can eat.
And when everybody believe in that, it'll make it a better place. But you know, you got a lot of different people who believe the money making machine is going to stop working, and it won't be no more money for them. And that's when stuff get a little different. But other than that, man, you know, just believing you got the opportunity. It keep you going every day. You never got to see what you're gonna get.
And I just don't like the process of the comedy competition. I love the exposure from it, right? I love the networking, right?
Yeah.
But it makes me feel like you pimping me because I got to bring the same amount of people in there.
Yep.
And if I don't bring 50 more people than the other person, I lost.
Yep. I've seen them be run. I've seen it be run really well, but most of the time it's ran not well. Like I can probably count on one hand how many times I've seen it ran well, but I can count on 3 hands how many times it was complete. It's just it wasn't what it was supposed to be. Some people have judges and some people do clap offs. But if it's 10 people in the audience and you bought 4 of them on a clap off, I mean, hey, you know, it's like what more can you do? Yeah.
What more can you do, man? I'm at the mindset where I don't take it personal, right? It's easy for us as men because we got egos to take it personal and F them, F that. I don't let nobody stop my reign, man. I keep on going like a bullet train, man. To the next stop. You gotta keep it like that. But it's a lot of people I've seen in the comedy field got big egos and it's not meant to be for me. That's how I look at it.
The people who haven't, it's the people that's local more so than the people that's celebrities. Like the people I come across that's local, they egos are bigger than the people who done really made money off of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Movie stars and stuff like that. You meet the guy that's local to your city who's been doing comedy for 15 years, he treats you like crap. You know?
And he would tell you, man, I wrote for Kevin Hart. Come on, man. You know, we all got that person like, I wrote for Kevin. I know Kevin. I was with Kevin.
I'm telling you, man, it never failed. That I had that taste in your mouth from like just the people around comedy that's local. That sometimes just make you not even want to be out there. Like, I really don't like comedians that much. Like, most of them are so obnoxious. They really are. They force themselves on you, egotistical and very condescending. Like, it's the local ones. It's like you really can't get out of it. You're really just so full of yourself. You open up for 10 people who are celebrities, and now you're a celebrity. It's just like,
man, I got his phone number. You know, they're gonna come with that. I got his phone number. I'm going on tour soon.
I just talked to him last night.
It'd be like that, and you know what I mean. It's crazy that it's like that, man. And I really don't like going to open mics, but you got to get the practice in.
No, man.
But it is. I feel like it's just you get the timing in just for the jokes.
Yeah,
you really don't get nothing out of it because it's all comedy. It's all comics.
They in there writing. They in there writing down their own jokes. You know, you got 10 people in there, 9 of them comics.
Yeah, and maybe one of them a non-comic.
One.
It's crazy.
But the non-comic came with one of the comics, so you know.
Yeah.
You got to be. You know what I'm saying? But that's the same exact way I feel. Like, it was like, you know, just open mics is like, especially if you come to a new one where people who have been coming there, the ones that been coming frequently, and you like the new guy on the mic. It's like it's like the new kid at school, bro. It's just like,
and every comic opening one.
Yep. Every comic opening one. And they bring in the people that they like, and you show up and sign up, and it's like, yeah, it's
so. For you doing it 3 years, man. So has all of them come from your content, or some of them came just naturally with networking, your gigs?
I would say most of them came from just networking. Like I said, I've been on Keenan Presents in Atlanta. I did another one when he came down to Charlotte. I done weddings, MC weddings. I done a 16-year-old birthday party. So a lot of it has really just come from marketing and staying on the marketing train. But like, content helps you be visible, so people can kind of like see that you might be a comedian, and you might cross their page and they might have an idea. So it allows you to be visual. But I think more word of mouth and networking has got me on more shows in my time than anything else. Just that word of mouth and, hey man, what's going on? I know you do comedy and stuff like that. Like a lot of kissing. A lot of shaking hands and kissing babies, I would say. Like, it's a lot of like just being out there and just being in the eye view that kind of got me the shows for real, I would say.
And I feel like, because I'm still moving around the DMV area. I'm in Delaware right now, so I'm shucking and driving out this way.
Okay.
And I had a veteran comedian I just got done talking to. I said, man, it's not about being funny.
Mm-hmm.
It took me a couple months to realize it's not about being funny.
That's true.
It's about who wants to give you the opportunity to be funny.
Yep.
So
that's true.
And you gotta be careful who Jordans you step on.
Yeah. That's a good analogy, bro.
You gotta be careful because they got buddies. There's a buddy system. You know, you about to let Rod on,
bro. You saying
don't do that.
You saying the exact same thing. Like, everything you saying is like, for you to have picked that up in 7 months, because you know they say, you know, real comedians say you ain't really a comedian until you've done like 7-8 years. So they putting me and you in the same boat, really. And your 7 months to be able to like break down all that, like everything you saying, it's literally been church. It's literally been a Bible, bro. Everything you've been saying, like, bro, that's legit how I feel verbatim. Like, legit. Like, stepping on shoes. High school, the jocks, level 1, the middle people who hang out with the jocks, and then the nerds. It's the same way it was in high school. It's the same thing, bro.
It's the same thing. And I sometimes I'm like, damn. I be on my Kanye college dropout, right? I'm feeling like I'm on that through the wire type time. You know what I mean? Because I'm like,
get on your bully, your
man,
book bag. Put your book bag on.
I'm on the book bag grind. I've been to DC.
Okay.
I went to DC last Thursday. I told my sister, I said, yo, come on, drive with me. I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna drive there. I just need you to drive back so I can get a little break.
Okay.
Because I got to drive back to Delaware. You know, DC to Delaware is crazy.
Okay.
So
it's terrible. It's terrible drive. But yeah.
So that's from Aberdeen, because I'm from Aberdeen. I don't know if you ever heard of Aberdeen Proving Ground.
Yep. I used to have people live out there.
So that's like an hour and 25 right there.
Yep.
So hour 25 both ways, 2 hours and 50 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
yep.
Plus, I got to add another 35 minutes going back home to Delaware.
Yep.
So I was like, man, I just need you to ride with me. So my sister's been recording for me and doing all that extra for me.
That's big.
I like to record all my sets.
That's big.
So it's just the grind, the open mic grind. I feel like it's almost closer to being a rapper.
It is.
You know what I mean? It's like that because you're not getting paid,
bro.
You're open mic. You just shaking hands, like you said, kissing babies.
You never know, bro.
Stepping on toes.
Never know, bro. We don't even know what's going to look like when you get there. You do that 3-hour drive. You don't know what's happening.
Oh my god!
You get there and they don't even have a mic. You never know. You just don't have a stage.
Yeah. This had a stage. It was Tacoma's Tavern Station. Tacoma Station Tavern.
Yeah, you was over there with the quality. You was over there on the line. On that that Tacoma. Yeah, you was over there on the good side. They had that.
Yeah. So I went over there. I seen all these pictures of jazz players and shit. I said, oh shit. So I was like, all right, cool. You know, I don't like going to DC because I don't like y'all lights. But I'm like, damn, it's not bad over here.
Yeah, that's enough, yeah.
But you know what I mean? I just want to just check that out. I'm gonna go to Philly next.
Okay.
I'm trying to find some spots in Jersey, but I just feel like
let me know you come down here. You know, I'm not in PG no more, but let me know you come out this side. I'm in Charlotte.
Yeah, I was out there like a couple years ago. I was in Fayetteville.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
I was out there in Fayetteville. It was nothing out there.
Nothing in Fayetteville.
Only thing I went to dollar store. I knew Fayetteville was country. So I went to Dollar General. Was beers. God damn.
Yeah.
Beers, a fried chicken spot.
Yes.
Selling a half a gallon of tea for $2.
Yes.
I said, Jesus.
Salmon, steaks, beef tips. It's the real dollar store. You're gonna get everything you need, and you're gonna get some cleaning supplies on the other side. Everything for your house. You got pictures and artwork on the other side with plants. Yep.
But man, so you said networking, man. So how did have you built a good foundation and good relationships with people locally and networking in general? Have you met some solid people?
Yeah, I have. I think I met some solid people. I've been in a couple, little small short films and things of that nature.
Damn.
I think the more so building a relationship, you don't know until those relationships are extended. You just don't know what type of person you meet until you gotta let people be people over time. People just think people are solid off the break, but you gotta see people through their seasons. What they're like when they're mad, when they're angry, when they're frustrated. You gotta see people who they are in that different ways. But as far as connections, I feel like I can put like that. I feel like I want to get on the show every day. I feel like I could just build up connections. Like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe not paid, maybe paid, but I feel like and I've only been here for 2 years, but I feel like I can get in this Facebook Messenger or hit somebody's there on Facebook or DM on Instagram and like get me a show. If I wanted to chase shows and just do shows all over the place, I feel like I can just go and tap into that. So I feel like I built some pretty good relationships.
And that's good because, man, there's not a lot of people that got the opportunity like that, man. Because there's a lot of, like I said, man, I come from the background of, you know what I mean, you had to have White Christmas and people knock on the doors and give you Legos that don't stick. Yeah. You know what I mean? So you can't shuck and jive me. You can't sell me shit and call it a diamond.
Right. Yeah.
So it's a lot of Hollywood talk. Yeah, man. When I get my show put together, I got
Bro,
you, dog.
every time, bro. Every time. I'm telling you, everything you just said.
So you gotta get past the Hollywood talk and the bullshit talk. You know what I mean?
We gonna get up. We gonna get up.
Oh
And
man, we gonna link up, man.
We gonna work. We gonna work.
Oh man, I love your shit. I feel like comedy's like the scene of Hustle and Flow. You remember Hustle and Flow?
Yep.
When the man threw that tape in that piss.
Yep.
That's what people do.
That's
play
what
with your
people
face,
do, bro. Play with your face. I've only had one. I only had one of those actually come back and actually make me money. And all the time I've been doing one of those, like we gonna link, and it actually was a we gonna link, and it came back. But I done did hundreds of them. None of them. It'll be 4 years later. You ain't never heard nothing about it.
I don't be asking for nothing crazy. Like, give me a little 5 minutes. I just need a little 5.
5
you know
minutes,
what I mean?
Bro.
I'm not trying to take the whole block over. Just give me a little quick little 5.
Yep.
Just get some experience.
Yep.
Like,
get on those big stages, man. Get on those comedy zone stages and stuff like that. But most of the time, like I said, it depends on what you in it for. Some people are really just in it for the notoriety and the popularity. If you just if that's what you in it for, and you're not in it to make a career, you can open up for freaking Tommy Davidson, and you can do a whole bunch of that. You'll still be working 3 jobs, but if you're just in it for the pictures and you want to be next to celebrities and stuff like that, if I wanted to do that, I feel like, and not make no money from it and want to make it a hobby, I feel like I can go do that. I take pictures on Facebook and put Tommy Davidson and D-Ray and be all in those crowds and just not making no money, like spending more money than I'm making. I feel like I can go do that.
I don't got that. I don't got that, genius. I got 2 kids and another on the way. I don't got time. I got
3, bro. You ain't got time to be getting paid in open mic chicken wings, bro. I'm telling you, ranch and celery. Dudes getting paid in buffalo wings out here. They just happy to be in the room with D-Ray. They spend $100 on a hotel. They got to put $50 in gas to get back home, and they got paid in chicken wings. But the flyer looks nice. When they put the flyer on Facebook, everybody gonna think they're doing something. They ain't get paid. Matter of fact, they lost money. But nobody knows. They on the flyer with D-Ray.
No, I ain't. I'm 32. I ain't clout chasing.
Oh yeah, I tell you.
You know what I mean? I don't come on the grind where.
Yep.
I'm gonna sit this to hang. I'm trying to get game.
And I don't know how much space it is for real niggas like you that don't clout chase. It's harder for those type of dudes. The dudes who kissing the shoelaces and shining the boots, those dudes look great online because they're in the in crowd. They're not making no money, but dudes who don't kiss ass are the dudes that are having the hardest time. I'm telling you, the real that stand on business, no tours. Let the dude who kissing the boots, he on tour and with everybody. He ain't making a whole bunch of money, but when they talk about him, he on tour.
And that's why. And you just mean over the opportunity to just talk to people like yourself.
Yep.
A couple guys. I talked to a guy named Elijah the Barber. He's from Jersey. And I told him, man, I'm at the level of I'm not conceited. I've always been humble to the soul. But if my opportunity don't come soon, I'm gonna have to take it and do it myself.
Hey.
And if I got to do that and just eat some lunch meat sandwiches out of Dollar General and produce my own show just to get on, but I'm not conceited enough where I'm saying I'm a headliner right now. So I'm not conceited enough for that. I'll be an opener, have a middle guy right there, and have a headliner. I'm not naive where I'm gonna say I'm a headliner because I produced it. People, you got to at the end of the day. If you invest in yourself, you gotta make that money back.
Okay. I would say though, for you, the fact that you haven't been, the fact that it's still early and you have an opportunity, you only been doing it, which they would say, comedians would say no time in that 7 months. You got to give yourself a chance to even grow and to get to that. You shouldn't even be tired yet, based on what the comedians say, unless you did it for 5, 7 years.
No, I'm not tired, but
yeah,
I just want to get the mic time. So if I gotta pay for my own mic time, to produce a show, I'm gonna do what I gotta do.
If you can get that room, man, then you automatically makes you a gatekeeper. Now your phone gonna be ringing off the hook. Now you gonna have so many friends. You want to have a lot of friends? Get a room with a mic in it.
No, I was thinking about just doing something small, right?
Okay.
We got a lot of VFWs, Legions,
Okay.
right? So I was gonna get like a 50, maybe like that holds probably like 50 people, right?
Okay, that's solid.
A VFW maybe.
Okay.
And get a solid headliner.
Okay.
And stuff like that, and go get it out the mud, man. Because I really want to pursue it and do it myself, man. Or get get the opportunity to show, man. Look, I produce my own show.
Hey,
I brought 50 people here. Look all this room recorded. Look all these people I brought in here.
Yep.
I produced my own show. I did the opening. I did the hosting.
Yep.
Give me the opportunity. The proof is in the pudding.
That's probably legitimately almost what you have to do and verbatim, right? It's like it's all. I mean, that's no other real way. You gotta prove and put them statistics out there in order to show people that they can mess with you. It's based on what you're producing, right? So to do it any other way, Hollywood like that back in the day don't really exist no more. It don't exist like no more like it did. Like you got to really, everybody's producing their own content or producing their own shows. That's the only people that get people who produce their own content, own shows, or the people who are already on movies. Those are the only people making money off this.
And I told a couple of people. I told my wife joking. I said, man, at this point, let me be a crackhead in the Tubi movie. I'll be a crackhead in the Tubi movie,
bro. That's the only. Just that you, in order to make money, bro. Somebody got to look at you and be like, "Oh, that's the dude off of." Like that's the only way. That's the only way you get a chance. And the comedy clubs just put dudes that did one big movie, and they give them a date on the comedy show. Like that's the dude that was the crackhead and they're going paid in full. He ain't did a movie in 20 years, but everybody knows him, so they're gonna let him get his own show on the comedy at the Comedy Zone, and he'll have a night. You just got to be able to. That's Brother Man from Martin. He doing tours. Yeah. They just know him from Brother Man. That was what 25 years ago. They know him from Brother Man. He's getting shows without no open mics just because he did Martin.
Just because he did Martin, but I like that, bro. I've seen a couple of stuff. He's a solid bro.
He's funny now.
Like I didn't know Omar Gooden. I didn't know he did comedy. Like
yeah, he's actually a really really talented, underrated talented. Like he can do arts. That man can like sing. He can write. Like he can act. Like he's actually like a what's my man? He's actually like a Jamie Foxx. And if people sleep on that, he actually can do a whole bunch of different things. You was like, man, this dude. The whole family is really talented, even though they had to struggle with alcohol and something like that with the other brother. But they're a talented family. They're like the Wayans brothers. They just like do everything.
Another one.
Wayans that's do everything.
Everything. And you know what I mean? And I had a conversation with another person, man.
Mm-hmm.
That we got as Black people, man. This is not really comedy, but
okay,
we can't really not hate on another man propelling his kids for greatness. Like I seen so much hate online for LeBron James to propel his son to get a contract. I wish I could do that.
Yep.
Like the job I work currently, I cannot say, "Hey, job, can you hire my boy?
Right.
Can you hire my daughter?"
Right.
It don't work like that. So when you can create opportunity for your kids, that is great.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep. And that's all a father would really want to do.
Man, that's a real father right there.
That's a real, but because he's in the limelight, everything nothing is 100%, right? You don't do nothing. Hand sanitizer is 99.99, so nothing is. Somebody's just gonna think that's bad. It's just you're gonna have a small selection of people that find a way to see a problem with that. It's just I don't like LeBron as a basketball player. I'm not a fan of him basketball wise, but dad wise, I'm all for the dad moves.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of basketball, but of his basketball, but dad moves like the way he's orchestrating and helping his family, like generational wealth and all that other stuff.
That's great.
How can you be mad at that as a Black man? How?
Yeah,
it's got to be hate. It's got
to be hate, man.
It's got to be hate, bro.
And I love seeing that, man, because hopefully one day I can do that for my kids. You know what I mean? And I think that's the biggest thing about me, man. That's why I love doing content. I like this comedy stuff, man, because all this is a timestamp. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Hey, look, my dad had this many episodes of podcasts, or
Yep.
my dad did this. My dad, we have so many things of attached to black men's names
Yep.
that's negative,
Yep.
but that positive, it shines different, it smells
Yep.
different.
Yep.
And I think that's what we need to promote, man, as
Yep.
men and problem solving is at the all-time low, man, just in our inner cities, man. And I wish people pick the positive thing. If you want to do art, man. Don't care
Yep.
if somebody's weird or not.
Yep.
There's a lot of people like to put that weird tag on people, man. And
Yep.
and this is why I told everybody, man, this is why I like comedy, because it's therapeutic for me, man. It's a lot of stuff happened in my childhood that now I'm grown enough to laugh about.
Yep.
Right. And it's been therapy for me, man.
Yep. Yep. It's the open forum, bro. I mean, I think that's the freedom about it. Like, you ain't doing too much of nothing in the world where you feel free. The freedom of expression and like being able, most people are a prisoner to something. You're a prisoner to them bills or a job or whatever. Comedy just allows people that are all from different spaces to like be free and have the freedom to orchestrate how they want to present themselves on stage in front of a mic and audience. Like, ain't nothing more freer than that. You can just literally get up there and voice your opinions and try to find somebody who connect with that. So that it ain't too much more freeing, bro, than that.
And it's nothing like, you know what I mean, after I had a comedy competition, I had people that didn't look like me came up to me and shake my hand and said,
right.
I love what you do, man. Keep on doing what you're doing, because I thought it was funny.
Right. Yep.
And they don't got to do that.
Yep.
Nobody got to get up and say, man,
nope,
you're funny.
Nope.
Because I had a whole bit, genius. I had a whole bit about sucking toes, right?
Okay.
I had a whole bit about sucking toes and putting recipes to it, right?
Okay.
And people's like, man, God damn, I've never heard something like that. I'm not gonna get my whole bit out, but I never heard about somebody sucking toes and putting recipes on women's toes.
That's a good one, bro.
So I'm with my comedy, I like to keep it the most original that I can, right?
Okay.
And even when I do open mics, man, I don't know about you. How do you perform your material if in an open mic situation? Do you like to bring paper up? I don't like bringing paper up because I don't want to use that as a crutch. What about you?
Yeah, I don't like doing the phone and the paper thing. I like to try to the strength of memory and going off of how I can timing wise. I feel like the paper throws the timing off. If you're gonna be doing it, like, you ain't gonna be looking down at the paper. You know what I'm saying? You got to go into the next bit. So I try to steer away from the paper thing. I ain't mad at nobody doing it, but I usually go off memory when I do it.
Yeah, man, that's how I like to do it also, man.
Yeah.
But genius, are you in the space of, what's your thoughts about this, man? I know you've been 3 years or around 3 years, and what is your goal still to do a special? Is that one of your goals?
I think I will put tour before the special, really. But I find my first goal really is just trying to make money digitally, right? And people get mad about that, but like, I know a lot of comedians who actually are able to do it full time. But like, having to like go to California to pay my mortgage, I just don't want to do it. Like, like being able to like make money if the world shuts down or if they cancel shows. Like, some people literally have to get on the airplane to pay bills. You can't, you have to go and be present across the country in order to do it. And like, it's good when you probably first started, but you did 10, 15 years in the game, and plane ride started, the excitement is over. You done been to all these cities and stuff like that. You want to be able to close your eyes and make money online and hit your account that you don't have to run over there and get. So I think I want to make money first digitally, and then I would say I do want to do a tour just for the experience, but I don't want to be touring on the road for 20 years. After I hit the cities maybe once or twice, like touring for 20 years is just like, it just sounds like a lot of wear and tear. The excitement would be gone. I do want to experience it, but I don't want to be like I have to go out and do a show to pay bills. I really want that. I want that money to be being able to be made in different streams in different ways. So
Okay, so I got that question then, man. I'm like you say you want to go tour, man.
yeah,
So if you had to tour right now, man, you're the headliner.
okay.
You had to pick two people. Who's the other two people you picking to take with you?
Whew, picking two people. Whew. All right, I'm headline. I'm picking two people.
An opener and a feature. Who's gonna be your feature?
These are gonna be hard acts to follow, but this is one of my favorite. Right, and comedy changes so much because it's a right now business. But if you ask me right now, I would say I want my opener to be Country Wayne, and I want my feature to be DC Young Fly. Just based on energy, based on alignment, and I think the energy of the show will stay consistent. Even though that'll be a tough act to follow for me, I probably want to open and let them headline. But I think those are the two. Energy wise, wide range of people. You got a guy going. He can cater towards a lot of different age groups. Country Wayne's wide, and then you got the energy DC Young Fly coming in. He's just going to entertain you from just the entertainment standpoint. And then you got me as closing. So those are the two I would take. If you talking about right now, those two I would take.
And Country Wayne is like a lot of OGs hate on him, man, because
I know, right?
Because he we want to talk about content creating, his skits.
Another father.
Another father. He puts his kids on, make sure his kids.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Getting their like acting chops.
Yep.
Like people can say what they want. He got his own Airbnbs houses he use.
Yep.
For scenes. It's crazy, and also his content creating is next to none. You know what I mean? And DC Young Fly, I think he got a lot of range too. I think a lot of people hate on him.
Yep, he got a lot of range, and then he talented in so many ways, man. He can do a little bit of everything too.
Sing.
He can do everything. He's dancing, he's writing, and he's doing all those things. But that's a wide range. You got comedian list stretch, man. Depending on your era and the style of comedy, that list could be. You said two people. It's like it could be. What about you? You ain't say you go on the tour right now. Just to tell me who your favorite is, and tell me like where you see comedy at, depending on how you answer. OG, new G.
Man, I love Ali Sadiq.
Fire.
But my comedy is nowhere close to his. But I like the contrast.
Oh yeah, contrast is heavy.
And I like a lot of people don't understand. Who else I like? I'm a big Deion Cole fan.
That's my favorite that I forgot to put on here.
I like Deion Cole.
He's in my top 5.
A lot of people is dead. I like, you know what I mean? I'm 32, but my sister's 41, so I really didn't have a lot of childhood. I had Lion King and shit like that, but I was in the mix with my sister, right? So
you was living older.
Yeah, I was living older, so and that's why to this day my team is a lot of older cats because I don't want to slip.
Oh yeah, you need somebody with some wisdom.
I don't like slipping, and I know they going to tell me, "Hey, yo, this shit ain't this shit is whack."
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Close that door, y'all. Close my door.
A lot of cats ain't gonna tell you. A lot of young boys gonna tell you they just want to hang and drink a cold 40 with you.
Hey, that's it.
You know what I mean? Get a couple dollars out of you so they get some weed. You know what I mean? So an old cat, they burnt down. And I'm like, Rod, I think you should not do this move right here.
Yep.
A lot of my cats, they 45. I got a homie who's 55.
Okay.
Got another cat in their 50s. I got a couple young boys I hang out with, but But when I need advice and is this whack? They let me know. This whack. Yep.
Need somebody that experienced life a little bit. Somebody who went through something. Them young boys. They good for the wild stuff and stuff like that. You need somebody that's going to tap you on the shoulder and be like, hey man, you probably need to move left instead of right.
Yeah, you need to move left, man. Keep on doing what you're doing, right?
You need to go on over here.
Yeah, man. So I appreciate that. That's why I feel like. You can't have a circle full of yes men if you want.
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially not in this business, boy.
It's like,
It's,
and I don't keep too many rah people with me. You know what I
man,
mean? Like, cause you know, like I that's why I told my sister. I said, be in these comedy rooms. It's gonna be some white people that got that shock
oh yeah,
comedy.
oh yeah,
It's not the personal, but you just gotta let them. You gotta let them breathe. Let them.
yeah.
You gotta let them. You gotta let them speak. You know what I mean?
That's
It's
the
their time.
that's
It's
the
gonna be
only
my
thing.
time next.
Yeah, that's the only thing about some of them white comics. They do a lot. They do a lot of bromance, and then they do a lot of like they do a lot of. I don't care about gay joke either way, but it's a lot of like homosexual type of. They get real dark, and it be, it,
And I told my
getting
wife.
real.
I told my wife. I said I got like I don't got no problem with gay people. We all got
Right,
gay people in our family, right?
right.
You know what I mean? That shit gonna get in the lawn, right? And
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with it.
yeah,
But I appreciate people for being people and living their truths.
yep,
So that shit don't bother me.
yep,
You know what I mean? And that it don't. You know what I mean?
yep,
Whatever make you shit don't make me shit. You know what I mean?
yep,
And that's why
yep.
I grow on. But
Yep.
but
I can attest to that, bro. Especially with the open forum, you know, everybody gonna have a different way and different audience. So everybody not gonna never be for everybody. So you just gotta get your
and
people.
that's the truth, man. And
Everybody
but
never gonna be for everybody.
but you know what I mean? You get more support from the others though. I feel
Yeah.
like in this comedy business, I got more. I don't consider myself a black comic, right? I
Okay.
might be black, but I ain't a black comic.
Okay. Yeah, that's a difference.
I'm an alternative black because I don't. My content and material is not from grab dick
Mm.
hip hop
Yep.
style, right?
Yep.
I talk about a lot of shit like you know what I mean, how the split households
Yep.
is not a cool thing, and a lot of these babies going with their mothers, and it's not might be the
Mm-hmm.
right thing. A lot of these
Mm-hmm.
little girls know how to rap sexy red but can't read.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So by doing that, that's a notch against me,
Mm-hmm.
right? So, but I feel like that got to be talked about, you know what
Gotta
I
be
mean, in
talked
my
about.
comedy, right?
Yep.
So I have all kind of jokes like that, and I feel like that is needed too, man. I feel like you got to bring substance because it's a lot of people that want to hear it,
Yep.
and and sometimes it's good to have contrast.
Yep. It's good to have contrast, man. You gotta have a little bit of balance, man. Those are the better, like you said, Ali Sadiq, able to touch so many different people. Like, I mean, his range it's gotta be adult and up. I mean, when you become an adult all the way to you're 100 years old, like for like a piece of that Ali Sadiq's wide range is allowing you to go on a journey with him through generations. It don't have to be.
Well,
Yep.
but I do I feel like as a comic, you got to also do your homework with other people. I
Yeah.
use vessels as vessels, right?
Yep.
I don't care if it's a white vessel, Mexican vessel,
Mm-hmm.
because I use this. I listen to Rodney Dangerfield, Ralphie May,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm I'm 282, man. So I'm
Okay.
trying to. I put self-deprecating jokes in some of my shit.
Okay.
They cut down the blow on some
Okay.
real crazy shit I'm about to spit. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So I have jokes about just going to the doctor because black men scared to go to the doctor. So I talk
Oh.
about me going to the doctor,
Okay.
and I feel like we gotta, as comedians, we gotta just branch out. We don't gotta stay in one box.
Yep. Use the free art form. If it's a free art form, allow you got the freedom to roam and find yourself. Like your comedy at 7 months in ain't gonna be your comedy at 7 years in. You know what I'm
Nah.
saying? Different experiences, new different ways you look at stuff. Your kids are gonna be older. They're gonna be doing different things. You're gonna have kids in college and you're gonna become a grandfather. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
After a while, like 10, 20 years down the road, it's gonna be a different way you see the world. So you go back and look at those tapes that you got now. You're gonna be like, man, why did I say that? I thought that was good.
Like I had a tape like I looked at since April. I've been doing this April 15th. I went back and looked at my earlier stuff, and I was like, yo, like Yo, that's not no. That ain't no either. That ain't no black album. You know what I mean?
That's a hot bar though. You said the Ether, the black guy. That's a hot.
You know what I
that
mean?
bar is hot.
You look. You think your shit is John. You think your shit is John Blaze when you speaking it early on. You know what I mean? You think that shit John Blaze, but it's just the Bleak album, the Bleak second album.
I was about to say Ether can't even be Ether almost. It's like it ain't a lot of. It ain't a lot. That ain't no 1A from that. The black album and Ether, it ain't no 1As. That's just one. You gotta leave that by itself. You know. You can't.
So, but you look at, you know what I mean? Even you, 3 years in, 3 years in, you look at some of your old notes. You're like, man,
terrible.
What the fucking time I was on?
Terrible.
Like, what kind of time I was on?
You gonna watch the old videos, you be cringing, boy. You be like, oh, it's be like, yo, the movement of that, how I wrote this is like, what was I thinking though? You know what I'm saying? What kind of duress was I under to come up with this at that time?
Yeah, that's real though, man.
How do you?
What'd you say?
How do you do? I ask a lot of comedians this, like when you write your jokes, if you write them. How are you writing? Are you writing the topic and then the bullet points? Are you verbatim? Like everybody has their own style. That's why I ask comedians when I see it, like, how do you go about writing your stuff? Is writing easy?
And I'm not to sound like I'm crazy, but there's a lot of times I write shit down.
You about to say it? You about to say exactly what I'm saying? Go ahead.
I write shit down and I get on the stage. And I erase this shit in my mind. I don't know if it's my ADHD or my dyslexic shit.
Exactly. Bro.
But
every time
I switch shit around. Like I had a joke where I was talking about my No Child Left Behind shit. I came from that era of the early 2000s where there's no kid left behind.
Yep.
And I was like, damn, man, I used to have to take the short bus.
Mm-hmm.
I had to take the short bus, but I was all right with it because I always left school on time. And then I added, man, I had a slow girl named Katrina. I used to play with her lips, and she always used to get my shirt wet. So it's ended wet. I add that shit on there, right? Just ad-libbing it. So people didn't know if I was talking about her pussy lips or her regular lips.
I know it was double entendre.
Yeah, so I added that shit just on the fly. Niggas what? So it's a lot of shit that I really ad-lib.
That's so stupid. I'm like, because I was thinking about it. I was like, the funny part was I was thinking about her mouth lips and why didn't Joseph make your shirt wet? That's why I was waiting for it first. I'm like, that just sounds stupid. Okay, and then you flipped it the other way. I'm like, all right. But the lips, I'm like, I think it's somebody slow. Well, I thought somebody's slow and they drooling. Yeah. Let me play with her lips. The visual was that, but that was
So I do a lot of shit where I write and I erase the shit when I'm on stage. I don't know why I do it, but I do it. I did a black room. I'm gonna tell you this last one. I did a black room. I was talking about my mom dying from cancer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I had a joke where I said, I remember watching the Green Mile. This Green Mile came out in the early 2000s, right?
Uh-huh.
It's about a movie about this Michael Duncan, and he could have superpowers to heal people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you ever seen it.
Yep, I've seen it.
So I said, man, watching that movie inspired me so much to believe I could heal people. So I gave my mom a kiss on her cheek, and I tried to suck the cancer out of her. But I realized he was doing it only on white people, so I don't got the proper superpowers to do it.
Do it on white people. He was only doing it on white people too.
So
I ain't thinking about
it. So I did that joke. I tried to make it as funny as I could and make it really deep, right? People like, what the fuck? I don't know what to do with it, right?
Yep.
I did it in the black room. They don't like shit like that.
Yeah,
Black rooms don't like shit like that. But I thought it was cool to probably try to make the contrast of a movie and motherfucker really believing.
Yeah.
You can really suck cancer out of motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Black people, we have a hard time playing with sickness. White people love it. Black people love it though.
Oh man,
white people
they love listening about Jesus healing the sick.
Oh yeah,
But you try to make a joke out of it.
No, yeah, they don't want they white people love death and torment and child molestation and all types of stuff like that. Us, we just kind of, we like
We
ignorant
don't do
stuff. Yeah, we don't want to hear.
it.
Anything
They don't want to hear this stuff. You don't want to hear
Yeah.
about child support, split homes, and
Yeah, we kind of
stay away from that. Stay away from that.
Ain't say nothing about that. That's triggering.
No, we need the money. Stay away from that.
Yeah, you start triggering people. Then it's like,
we don't want to produce the same parent household or co-parent and healthy co-parent. We can't do that.
Nope, that doesn't exist for some people, which is crazy. It really does exist, but it doesn't exist in the minds of people. You can't even go up there and say that. Like,
oh man, I joke about that so much. I said, man, it's sad to see white people and other minorities going co-parenting, going to the beach together.
Yeah,
but we can't do it.
Can't do it. Ours has to be. If it's a breakup, ours has to be toxic.
Oh, you gotta write a whole 1,000-page thesis.
You gotta write a whole thing. Yep, it can't be. We can't. White people call me. What they don't even know that white people have baby mamas. They think that we invented that. They think that we invented baby mamas. Like they don't have them. Like there's a lot of white baby daddies out here.
We're co-parenting partners.
Right. They make it sound sexy. That's my BM. That's my BD.
That's my mother of my child.
Yeah, it's corporate. It sounds nicer, but it's a lot of baby daddies out here.
It's a lot, man. But man, I appreciate you, Genius, man, coming on, man, and hopefully you enjoyed the interview, man. I appreciate you coming on here, man, again, because
for sure I know how it go, man.
Oh man, it's like kissing feet, washing feet.
Yep.
Comics. I had a post and I saw you on there, man. You should see all the posts of all the people behind you that I DM'd. Yeah, they went ghosts. It's one chick asked me, would I pay her $500 to get on my show?
$500 to come and talk.
I told her, I say, you gonna do a bid?
Right.
You got Kevin Hart with you?
Right. So what's happening, man? To come up here and talk. You ain't doing nothing else anyway. You come talk 50 minutes. You do it all day.
But man, this is how we do each other, man. So again, brother, I appreciate you coming on, man. Give me 50 minutes. You could be spending time with your kids, your family, your wife. Yeah. I appreciate you coming on, man, because you didn't have to do it, man.
Yeah, I'm always open for opportunity to come and share some information and kick some ism and knowledge, man. I'm always, I sit down and do it for days, man. I'm good with it.
And let the people know where they can find you and all your social medias before we get out of here.
Okay, yes, sir. So I am Genius Jones all together. I am Genius Jones. Genius is GENIUS. Some people ask, last name Jones, JONES. I am Genius Jones. That's on all platforms. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. You look it up. I'm on YouTube. So every platform, the same pictures, the same content. Won't be hard to miss me. Come on, we got to get me to 1,000 subscribers by January. I'm at about 940.
So, God damn, man! I'm
940.
I'm a baby, man. I might have to put your name in the tag.
Might do something. I'm trying to get to 1,000, so it's been a work in progress. I've been stopping and going. So hit up my YouTube. I'm trying to funnel a way to get a check from one of these social media platforms. I don't care how small it is. I just want to start making that residual and making that money from the content I create. So I'm looking forward to doing that this year.
I appreciate it. Please subscribe to my 370.
Yes, sir. We'll do that now.
Channel, because you know what I mean. It's looking like my credit score right now, 370. Please help a brother out.
Come on, man. That's what you
Please
need.
help me out, man. I'm still running my washer and dryer from Rent Center. Please help me out.
Right. Yes,
all
sir.
right, man. I appreciate you coming on, man, and have a good night, man. Have a good week, man. Have a good holidays.
Yes,
holidays
sir.
coming up, man. Stay safe, man. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, bro. I'll get up with you.
All right.